2.5 miles, I think, from the oh geez, there's a stick up there. You almost watched me die on film. It's 8:20 and it's 46 degrees. Everyone else is in jackets and pants and hoodies, and I'm in my shirt and my shorts. I'm gonna take this first section really slow. I had the new shoes and 6 days of food. A lot of food. Good morning, day 11. So I didn't even think I was gonna make this point where I'm at right now because the weather was so bad yesterday, tornado watches, etc. We thought the road getting back out here was gonna be flooded. So it was either start 5.5 miles back and repeat stuff I'd done, or go all the way to Dix Creek, which would yellow blaze 14 miles on the trail, and I did not want to do that. So someone's looking out for me today. The road was fine. I'm heading to I think it's Deep Gap Shelter. It's about 10 miles. Got the new shoes going. We'll see how those work out. And yeah, I got a 1,400 foot climb right in front of me. So I'm gonna stop talking because I'm so winded. But I hope you had a good night, and thanks for being here today. Of course, once you push record, the noises stop. There's a lot of wind coming down, trees all around me creaking, and then the wind stops. No trees creaking. This hike up to Tray Mountain, though, I mean, this is beautiful. You got the moss on both sides, and so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's been more enjoyable than the hike from Blue Mountain down to Indian Grave. Oh! Oh my God! My pack's higher than my head, isn't it? Jesus. I just walked right into that thing. So the road that brings you up to Indian Grave Gap is the same road that will take you to Tray Mountain Gap. And when I tried to get the shuttle driver to pick me up there, she's like, no, I don't go up there. So after the Indian Grave Gap, it winds and starts getting worse. So I could see why she would want to shuttle people up here. Makes sense to me. But it's funny because you hike, it's like 3 miles from down there on the trail, but on the road, she said it's only like 1.5 miles. So some people will actually just hike the trail or hike the road from Indian Grave up to Tray Mountain. I mean, like, whatever you gotta do to get the trail done, I guess, you know. You do you. Hike your own hike. Freaking stairs. You can see how the water kind of ran through here, turned all these trails into little streams. So it was flowing pretty good. I know there's a few people, Roguefoot, he's got a YouTube channel and Instagram and stuff. He was at the Blue Mountain Shelter last night, huddling it out. That's the shelter I stayed at a few days ago. And that's a rough shelter because it faces out over the mountain and the wind comes straight up into the shelter. So, but he said he was okay. You know, there's a lot of people that called for shuttles last night, got into town, which is good. So there's also a lot of people coming out. And then this weekend is going to be beautiful. It's supposed to be 72 today. It's only 45 right now, or 47, excuse me. But the parking lots were filling up. So the section hikers, the day hikers and stuff will be coming out. So I imagine the shelters are going to be more full. We shall see. How are you doing? You want a joke? Why did the toilet paper roll downhill? To get to the bottom. So I think this is the last uphill to Trey Mountain. And then I think it kind of levels out a little bit. I mean, relatively speaking, you know, instead of 1,000 up, 1,000 down, it's more a few hundred here, a few hundred there. So that'll be nice. Look at this, there's grass. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's amazing. After a storm, I think that's when you probably get the best weather because everything's cleared out and man, you can see for miles and miles out there. Graceful. Look at that view, man. Look at how far you can see. Got a fire down there. A couple big pine trees sticking out of nothing. This makes me happy. Snack time. So, this fanny pack, it looks really clean, but it's taken some falls. I mean, literally I fell. But dude, I love this thing. So I've got my wallet in here, extra battery, some snacks, some more snacks, a pen, my tripod, and my notepad. And there's still tons of room. So normally when I take the GoPro off, that goes in there as well. And I can still put my phone in there. It's freaking room for everything. Thanks, C-Tug. So I just left the top of Trey Mountain. I think it's 4,200 feet. And that was only like, I think that was like really but just about 3 miles of my day. I still have over 7 to get to the shelter I'm aiming for. And I was going at a very conservative pace, very slow. So it's 10, I think it's 10:20 right now. I'd like to get there no later than 2. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not pushing it really today because again, I'm trying to get these shoes broken in. And right now, I mean, they feel fantastic. But it's usually about mile 6 when I start getting the twinges and stuff. So we'll see. So I'm walking along here on this beautiful day, and I kind of started thinking again. I mean, I'm always thinking about my family, but right now Susanna and Corbin back in Maine, they're expecting 12 more inches of snow. They've already had quite a bit over the past like week and a half. You know, when you go do the trail, it's not just you, it's who you leave behind and what they have to help out with or step up and do the things that you used to do. And I just want Susanna to know how appreciative and I am and how lucky I am. And thank you for being a wonderful, wonderful life partner, wife, mother. I love you very much. And Corbin, man, I'm so dang proud of you. You're going to turn 11 in a couple days. I'm going to miss that. But I love you, and thank you for helping your mom. Isn't that a cool name? Swag of the Blue Ridge. I don't know what the swag is out here, but I guess you could tent here. Pull out your swag. See if you can sell it. I'm about 2.5 miles, I think, from the, oh geez, there's a stick up there. You almost watched me die on film. Anyway, at 2.5 miles from Rock Gap shelter, deep, whatever, deep something, the shelter I'm going to. And I had like, I don't know, half a liter of water left. So there's a campsite back there at Sassafras Gap. I love Sassafras. So I decided to stop at Sassafras Gap and get some water because there's a little spring just down below Sassafras. All the comments say, you know, hey, it's steep, it's deep, it's down there. And I was like, I'm gonna go get some water from Sassafras. Man, it is freaking deep. I'm like kind of hopping down there, jogging a little bit, feeling good because I took my pack off up top, got my water, turned around, and just went. And that was probably, I didn't have my poles or anything. It sucked coming back up. Sassafras got me. Deep Gap Shelter. I made it. That was a trek. Early on, I was like, this was the easiest day we've had in a while. But anyway, Deep Gap Shelter for the night. I don't hear any voices, which is weird. Normally when you roll in, even at 3 o'clock, there's lots of people at a shelter. And I passed, or some people passed me and said they were going to be heading that way. So we shall see. All right, I'm almost to the shelter. I'm already on the little side trail to get to it. It's like 0.3, 0.4 miles off the AT. And then on the way in, you want to stop and fill up your water. So my 2 liters are full, but I'm going to fill up my platypus bag so I may not have to come back up. Little known fact, PVC was discovered here in the mountains of Georgia. It's a naturally occurring items here. This is a nice one. Got good flow. So this is all I do. I fill up my bag and then I filter that into my 2 smart water bottles. So this is my dirty water. That's the dirty water. And then my 2 liters are the clean water. I like to carry 2 clean bottles. All right, put the lid on this and let's go to the shelter. I don't know what is happening here. This shelter has like a yard. It's grassy. So you got tent sites kind of throughout. Bear box. Wow. So they say this one holds 12 people. And you've got windows upstairs, loft up there. But I don't like to do the loft thing. Looking for, first thing you want to do is you want to look for signs of mice. Like, you know, nests, things like that. There's not a lot of reviews of this shelter on Far Out. People just say it's really nice. So this is this is great. This is home for the night. I'm gonna get my stuff off and get my life settled. Hold on, look at this. Shelving. You can set your packs and your gear and stuff. So every shelter is different. Sorry, I got one more thing I want to show you if I can find it, because I don't see it. Every shelter is supposed to have a logbook. And I don't see the logbook. Anyway. All right. I'm going to go get my life settled. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Having you along for the journey actually continues to push me further and further. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you in the morning. I think we got a 12-mile day tomorrow. Ooh.